Yeah, so we'll take this one off and then put on that one to roll it. Waiting for pink to dry. Go ahead, Bill. You're fine.
It's time to hit the court for the 64th District Volleyball Tournament live from Holy Family School in Ashland, Kentucky. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Borders Sporting Goods, and Ashland Community and Technical College. Now, let's go to the court for the pregame show on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV.
Yes.
Go to YouTube and search for Cool Hits with a K, K-H-O-O. K-O-O-L, sorry. Hits, H-I-T-S. That one up at the top. And then right there, back. And then if you scroll up. Okay, you're fine. Right there, man. There you go. You're welcome.
And good evening from Holy Family School here in Ashland, Kentucky. Welcome into the 64th District Volleyball action here on the Cool Hits Sports Network. James Carter, happy to have you along with us here tonight as we get you set for Holy Family and Rose Hill. And the winner of this game will advance on to the game 2 tonight that will play Boyd County. That game coming up at approximately 7:30 this evening. Holy Family comes in at 1-17. Rose Hill is at 11-14. And they've met 4 times this year. All 4 of those going to the visitors tonight on the scoreboard, the Royals of Rose Hill. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll preview the matchup and we'll get you ready for first serve. Holy Family and Rose Hill. That's as we continue here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're in need of a new or used Chrysler, Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, or Jeep, the best place to go is Pure Country Automotive in Grayson and Ashland. Pure Country Automotive has something for everyone and every budget. Their goal is to help people all over the tri-state area find the vehicles they will be able to enjoy for years to come. And the folks at Pure Country Automotive will make sure you have a great customer service experience. New or used, you'll find what you need at Pure Country Automotive, C.W. Stevens Boulevard in Grayson and US 60 in Ashland.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
You've thought for a long time about keeping your firearms and valuables safe and out of harm's way. Borders Sporting Goods has the area's greatest selection of Liberty safes and a wide range of sizes, styles, and colors. And Borders also has the Tri-State's best and most complete selection of firearms, hunting supplies, fishing supplies, archery supplies, knives, camo, and boots. From the smallest fishing hook to the largest Liberty safe, the best brands, the best selection, and the best prices in the Tri-State are at Borders Sporting Goods, Route 60 West in Ashland, where your money will be well spent.
Back here at Holy Family School, getting you ready for the 64th District Volleyball Tournament here on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV. James Carter, happy to have you along with us here tonight
as we start off with Holy Family and Rose Hill. The winner of this game will move on to play the top-seeded Boyd County Lions. That game approximates 7:30. Then tomorrow night it's Fairview and Ashland, and in the championship game back here on Thursday night at 7 p.m. All those games right here on the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV. Rose Hill and Holy Family have met 4 times this season. All 4 of those have gone in straight sets to Rose Hill. The first meeting back on August 22nd, then September 17th, and then at the end of the season twice on October 11th and October 13th. So they're not strangers to each other, but Rose Hill has kind of dominated the series, if you will, of being able to continue their winning ways down the stretch, trying to pick up some wins and a little bit of mojo coming in to the tournament. They had knocked off Holy Family and Portsmouth East back in September, but then went on a 4-game losing streak, losing in straight sets to Raceland, Fairview, Lewis County, and Lawrence County, and then Holy Family in back-to-backs and a home and away back on the 11th and the 13th. For Holy Family, looking at what they've had coming down the stretch, their last couple of games, they fell this past weekend in a doubleheader to East Carter, 3-1 and straight sets 3-0, and then games before that was a pair of games to Rose Hill. Well, we're about ready for volleyball, as we'll have our starting lineups announced and our national anthem. So we'll step aside for a break. When we return, first serve, Holy Family and Rose Hill coming after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub & Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub & Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Back here at Holy Family School, getting ready for first serve between Rose Hill and Holy Family. James Carter, happy to have you along with us here tonight on the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV. Rose Hill and Holy Family will both wear blue jerseys tonight. Rose Hill will be on the left of your screen. Holy Family on the right. First of 2 matchups here tonight. Second game will face the winner of this one and Boyd County, the top seed in the 64th District. And then tomorrow night at 7, it's Fairview and Ashland. And then the championship game Thursday night at 7 p.m. here at Holy Family. And all those games can be viewed right here on the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV. Charlie Baker, our chair judge tonight. He'll be the ump official, Bill Renzi, down on the floor. Holy Family will exercise the libero tonight, so running the libero for Holy Family will be Hannah Kreibel. Head coach for Holy Family, the Lady Irish, is Tiffany Coons. Heather Hensley in charge of Rose Hill. Holy Family will serve it. Jocelyn King will start things off. Coming right at you on your screen, 64th District Tournament is underway. Back row receive. They'll take it off to the far sideline. Here's a tip across, as that's Reagan Evans, and Rose Hill leads it 1-0. Side out for Rose Hill. Service to the back line. Free ball sent over by Rourke. They'll push it out to the far sideline. A big swing there as Justice puts it down. It was a tipped ball. Give her the point. 2-0 Rose Hill. So Isabella Hensley back for the service for the Royals, and it's an ace as she drops that one in there for the point. And a 3-0 lead. Free ball sent over by the Royals. A nice diving save on the back row. We'll take it off to Justice. Justice with a big swing, and she'll put it down for the kill, and it's 4-0. So the junior Isabella Hensley back to work. Near side. Nice receive there by Kreibel. Evans launches it across. Here's a touch at the net. Justice off the far side. Near side it's received. Up front, a push ball. Free ball sent over by Holy Family. They'll push it back off to Justice. Justice with a big swing. That one's out of bounds. So Holy Family gets on the board. They side out. They trail 4-1. And back to serve for the Irish is the junior of Mina Rourke. A dart of a serve there. Nice serve. Free ball tossed over by Hensley. Here's Gibbs, and Rose Hill will pick up the point on the error from Holy Family, and they lead at 5-1. So Abigail Justice, a sophomore, puts it in the air. Ball sent over after the receive. Here's Evans down the pipe. Ball lifted back across. Rose Hill will set it up on the near side pin. That's Stanley with the swing, and it's an error into the net. And it's 5-2. Opening game of the 64th District Tournament. And back to serve now is Hannah Kreibel, the libero, an 8th grader for Holy Family. High arcing serve, received far sideline by Deerfield. They'll go back to Deerfield on the far side pin, and she drives that one deep. And it's 5-3. Big thanks to all of our sponsors for the event. Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Border Sporting Goods, and Ashland Community and Technical College. And here's a ball that's going to go down as an ace, as Rose Hill was unable to handle the ball, and it's 5-4. Free ball tossed over by Rose Hill. That was Deerfield. Ball back up at the net, and picking up the point's going to be Evans as she got it at the tape. And a side out for Rose Hill, and they now lead at 6-4. And Reagan Evans, the senior, will do the service now. High arcing service to the back row. They'll bring it up front to Gibbs. And then at the net, putting it down is Elise Markham. The 7th grader climbs the ladder and fires it down for the point. And for Holy Family is Emma Markham. She'll replace Jocelyn King. 6-5. Free ball sent over. Back row, Kreibel. Free ball tossed over. Here's Newell. Rosehill scrambling, trying to get it to the far side. Deerfield, she puts it down. A big ball's lifted there, but it's down for the point. And Rosehill adds to its lead at 7-5 as they'll side out and go back to the service line. So Jewel Stanley, the junior. Good shot of her there from our camera up on the stage. And she got that one a little bit too soft, so a service error. And it's 7-6. Our crew tonight, our executive producer is Olivia Porter. Doing the camera work, Brooklyn Kersey. Doing a fabulous job as always. Here's a dandy serve. Ball tipped over, sent right back at the net. On the tape, and they can't play it across, and we're tied at 7. And a timeout requested by Rosehill. We'll step aside for a break. 7-7 here in set 1. We're back after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're in need of a new or used Chrysler, Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, or Jeep, the best place to go is Pure Country Automotive in Grayson and Ashland. Pure Country Automotive has something for everyone and every budget. Their goal is to help people all over the tri-state area find the vehicles they will be able
7-7 our score as we welcome you back here to Holy Family. 4-5 seeded game. Winner plays Boyd County tonight at 7:30. Out of the timeout. Deep serve, and off the backboard, it's live. Can they get it across? They do. Nice job there by Rosehill to scramble. Here's a swing up on the net by Roark. They'll take it off to Deerfield. Deerfield with a big swing, and it's out of bounds. And Holy Family has stormed back and grabbed an 8-7 lead after trailing 4-0. Hensley, free ball lifted over by Deerfield. There's Kreibel in the back row. They'll pick it off to Deerfield. Deerfield tries to loft it across, and she comes up empty. Back-to-back errors on Rosehill, and Holy Family now leads this one 9-7. Good service there by Markham. Deerfield on the near side pin this time. Out of the back row. That's Justice, and it's into the net. 3-point lead for the Irish. Markham, deep serve to the far side. They'll go back out to Justice with a swing. That's Gibbs. Free ball lifted over by Roark. Down the pipe is Justice. Up front, Markham, and they're going to get her on a 2-ball. So side out for Rosehill. It's now a 2-point deficit, and back to go to the service line for the Royals is Lincoln Deerfield. Good service there. Kreibel on the back row. King will lift it across. Rosehill trying to get back into system. Here's a cross-court attack, and a point goes down for Isabella Hensley. Nice court awareness there from the near side pin, and the lead's down to 1. Deerfield serve, a deep serve, put it in for the ace, and we're even at 10. All of our sponsors scrolling across the bottom of your screen. Again, very appreciative of everybody that's jumped on with us here to bring you coverage of the 64th District Volleyball Tournament here from Holy Family. There's the far side attack by Justice, and she's got a point with a big hole on that back row on the far sideline. It's a 4-0 run for Rose Hill, and they regain the lead. It's 11-10. Near side into the tape, and it falls down on the service error. We're even at 11. So Kreibel steps off. Back in is Greenlee Wilson, and to the service line is Ariana King. King, the sophomore, turns, looks to the sideline to Tiffany Coons, the head coach for the Irish, and sends this one off the side of her hand, almost hitting our up official, Charlie Baker. So the service error gives the point to Rose Hill. They'll side out, and they lead at 12-11. So Avery Newell, a sophomore, double zeros. So put a nice serve in. Here's Kreibel, lifts it over on a free ball. They'll bring it out to Evans. Evans touches it across. Free ball coming over on a push. Justice, they'll take it back to Justice on the far side pin with a big swing. A nice dig by Kreibel on the back row. Off the tape, up front. Near side with the swing as Hensley can't get it across the tape. We're even at 12. Emma Markham at the service line. Into the game for Rose Hill is Nessa Wright. Even at 12 here in set one. Left-handed swing on the serve. Here's Justice down the center. Kreibel steps up. Rose Hill scrambling. Here's Justice with a big swing. Kreibel on the back row. What a dig. Free ball sent over by the Irish. They'll go to Deerfield from the back row down the pipe. That one's out of bounds and into the hallway. Irish back in front by 1, 13-12. High arcing serve. Here's Justice down the pipe, and that one goes down for the point. We're even at 13. Winner of this game plays Boyd County tonight at 7:30. You see all the action for the entire tournament here on Cool TV, and that's an ace for Reagan Evans. And Rose Hill's back in front now, 14-13 here in set number one. Excuse me, Hensley on that ace, my mistake. And another point there as Holy Family can't find it across. So the Rose Hill Royals back in front by 2. Kreibel out of the back row. And some miscommunication there by Holy Family. And a timeout requested by them.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub & Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub & Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is
Back here at Holy Family School, James Carter, happy to have you along with us here tonight on Cool TV. Rose Hill leading 16-13 on Holy Family here in set number one. There's a ball at the net. Nice save out of the back row. Justice fires it down, and she'll put it right back where it came from. 17-13 Royals back in front now by 4. It's a 5-0 run to open up the 4-point lead. Good service. Kreibel. And then from the back row, an attack error gives the point to Holy Family. They'll side out, and they trail it by 3. Mina Roark back to serve for the Irish. Back in as Elise Markham up front, the 7th grader. Good service. We'll take it off to the far side. That's Evans who touches it across and finds the soft part for the point. Sometimes being able to go up front and swing big is huge, but knowing how to touch and find those soft holes in the defense is even better. Here's Abigail Justice. Nice service on the back row. A touch over on 2 by Maya Gibbs. They'll come back to Evans across the tape. Rosehill scrambling off to the far side. Deerfield, she'll go cross court. Near to the rafters it goes. Free ball sent over. That one makes it across. Here's Stanley touching it across as Evans. Kreibel comes forward. They'll go back out to Evans. Free ball coming over. Nice job there by the Royals to scramble. Near side Gibbs. Kreibel goes deep. Evans lifts it across. Good volley going on here. On 2, and that time they got Maya Gibbs on the 2 ball. So 19-14. Abigail Justice with a nice service. Elise Markham with the reception on the back row. Here's Hensley, and she fires that one down for the point. 20-14 here in set number 1. Largest lead of the game. Deep service. Gibbs pushing it across is Wilson. Here's Hensley. Kreibel on the back row. She'll push it across on a free ball, but she can't get it over the net. And the lead's out to 7. And that's an ace. 22-14. Back into the ball game for Holy Families. Jocelyn King, she replaces Emma Markham. There's a big swing right down the pipe as Elise Markham fires it down with authority. That snaps the 5-0 run and gives the ball back to the Irish from the service line, trailing by 7, 22-15 here in set 1. So the libero, Hannah Kreibel, pokes it across. Here's Justice down the pipe, and she doesn't get it across. Kreibel back to work. High arcing serve to the far sideline. Hensley takes it off now to Deerfield. Kreibel comes through with a dig. All the way back across the net it goes. Here's Hensley from the attack line. And then Markham's shot into the net. Sides out for Rose Hill, and they lead at 23-16, 2 points away from closing out set number 1. Reagan Evans back to the line now. Good service. Roark sends it over on a free ball. There's Justice. Gibbs pushes it up the middle. And then Markham pushes it into the net. And it's set point for Rose Hill here in set number 1. Looking right over the shoulder there of Roark. Back row. And Holy Family can't control it. Put it down for an ace for Reagan Evans. And set 1 goes to Rose Hill here in this best of 5 series. We'll take a break. When we return, set number 2 here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank. for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're in need of a new or used Chrysler, Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, or Jeep, the best place to go is Pure Country Automotive in Grayson and Ashland. Pure Country Automotive has something for everyone and every budget. Their goal is to help people all over the tri-state area find the vehicles they will be able to enjoy for years to come. And the folks at Pure Country Automotive will make sure you have a great customer service experience. New or used, you'll find what you need at Pure Country Automotive, C.W. Stevens Boulevard in Grayson and US 60 in Ashland.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/find your career.
You've thought for a long time about keeping your firearms and valuables safe and out of harm's way. Borders Sporting Goods has the area's greatest selection of Liberty safes and a wide range of sizes, styles, and colors. And Borders also has the Tri-State's best and most complete selection of firearms, hunting supplies, fishing supplies, archery supplies, knives, camo, and boots. From the smallest fishing hook to the largest Liberty safe, the best brands, the best selection, and the best prices in the Tri-State are at Borders Sporting Goods, Route 60 West in Ashland, where your money will be well spent.
Set one goes to Rose Hill. They lead it 1-0 here in this best of 5 series. James Carey, happy to have you along with us here tonight on the Cool Sports Network and Cool TV. Our executive producer for tonight's matchup is Olivia Porter. Our camera operator for tonight's game is Brooklyn Kersey. And happy to have you along with us here tonight, as we'll be with you all week long here on Cool TV. Game 2 coming up later this evening. We'll have the winner of this game facing Boyd County. Then Ashland and Fairview will play tomorrow night in the 2-3 seed. That game will play at 7 p.m. And then back here Thursday night for the championship game. Again, 7 p.m. first serve on that contest. So set one goes to the Royals. It was tied at 13. And a 13-3 or 12, excuse me, a 12-3 run to close the game for Rose Hill. And they close it out for the set win. So Rose Hill on the left of your screen. Off we go as Hensley's service is lifted over on a free ball by Wilson. And then a free ball back over by Evans. Here's a diving save by Markham. Here's Justice on the far side pin, a cross-court attack, and Rose Hill grabs a 1-0 lead. Score bug up on the top of your screen is your match score. The game score is down on the bottom. Lofting serve. Kreibel on a free ball. A touch at the net, Stanley. Here's Roark, pokes it across for Holy Family. They'll take it off to Justice with another big swing, and she puts that one down. Back-to-back kills for her. Rose Hill's in front, 2-0. Nice diving save there by Kreibel. Ball back up at the net, and that one's going to go down for a point for her. So Hannah Kreibel just diving for the service reception, pushed it back across and got the point. So side out, Mina Roark, the senior, lone senior for this Holy Family team, as she fires a dart across. It's got Rose Hill scrambling, and they're not going to get it across, and we're even at 2. Heck of a service there by her. Another nice service there by her. Put that one in for an ace. And all of a sudden, Holy Family's in front. This one's out of bounds, though, as she got it off the side of her hand. And we're tied at 3. So the sophomore of Abigail Justice. Lofts this one forward. This ball sent over by Markham. She's going to pick up the point. That's 2 balls in this set that has gone down for points for Holy Family off service reception. So Greenlee Wilson will go to the service line now. And both teams wearing blue tops. Rose Hill on the left of your screen. Holy Family on the right, and a cross-court attack there by Reagan Evans. Evens the set at 4. It would help if I hit the plus button, not the minus button. I took a number off the screen. My bad. Evans with the service, and a floating service that drops in for an ace. And Rose Hill's back in front by 1, 5-4. Evans the lone senior for this Rose Hill team. Service near side this time. Gibbs up front. Markham lofts it across. They'll go on the far side pin to Deerfield, and she knocks that one out of bounds, and we're even at 5. So Jocelyn King, the 7th grader, 4 7th graders on this Holy Family team, puts this one in the air, and it's a good service. It's a free ball sent back over by the Royals. King steps forward. Here's Kreibel going deep and puts it down for the point. Just sent it to the back row and got it in there. So point for Holy Family, and they lead at 6-5. And that's a dandy serve right there. She drops that one in for the ace. And for Rose Hill is Kaylee Smith. She'll replace Reagan Evans. King's service, high arcing service. Stepping forward for Rose Hill is Stanley. Here's a free ball sent over. Ball touched over up front, and a point goes down for Emma Markham. Holy Family with a fight in them tonight. Free ball sent over by Hensley. Right back it goes for Markham. Here's Justice down the pipe from the back row. Kreibel digs it out. They'll bring it near side, and we'll get in a lift up front, and a point for Rose Hill, and they'll sign out, and they trail it 8-6. So Jewel Stanley, right over her shoulder as our camera operator tries to find her. There she's got her down. There's Markham up front. Here's a big swing from Avery Newell, and a dig from the back row. And a point there by Holy Family as Jocelyn King's dig sends it back across for the point. They trail at 9-6 to the Royals. Now Markham near side. Nice dig by Markham on the back row. Justice. They'll push it back over to Newell. Newell lifts it across. Dug out Markham. And then a mishit at the net. And a point goes to Rose Hill. So Deerfield service. King lifts it skyward. Free ball poked back over. Here's Newell up front. Comes near side to Hensley. A nice diving save by King out of the back row for the Irish. Kreibel. Up front, Markham. Touching it across. Ball back up at the net. And give the point to Roark. And the point goes to Holy Family. 10-7 now as Hannah Kreibel Tries to get it across. It won't tumble across the tape. It's a service error. And the Royals take the point, trailing 10-8. Avery Newell, the sophomore, back to work. Will peek across her shoulder. First we get a sub in for Rose Hill as Kaylee Smith comes off. Back in is Reagan Evans. We'll bring Evans back up front. Short service. Justice digs it on the far sideline. They'll push it back to her on the far side pin, and she'll go cross court with the attack and pushes it down on the back row. Leads down to 1. High arcing service there. Kreibel steps forward. And we're going to get a jump. No point. They're going to basically play that one over. Inadvertent whistle, if you will. So we'll try this one again. Newell will go back to work. Off the tape for the ace as it tumbles in. We're even at 10. That's one of those balls that you try to play it from the defensive side and you just try to hope you can get it back up in the air. And that time Rose Hill couldn't, or Holy Family couldn't do so. And now a service error sides out for Holy Family. They lead at 11-10 now. Back on for the Irish is Gibbs. And back for the service is Emma Markham. Left-handed swing. Here's Justice on a free ball. Kreibel steps up. Up front Gibbs. She pushes it across on 2. Evans on a touch near side. And a push drops in for the point for Isabella Hensley. We're even at 11. Rose Hill leading the match 1-0. That's your score up in the top left. The current set score is down across the bottom of your screen. Markham with a big dig. Here's Justice with a push. Kreibel back up the net. Evans pushes it back through. You could see that one coming. Rose Hill's back in front. Here's Kreibel. And a point for Rose Hill. Free ball back at the net. Rose Hill can't communicate to get to it. It's 13-11. Here's Evans. Goes deep. Kreibel. Roark lifts it toward the front. And Markham tries to poke it across, but can't get it anywhere that she needed it to go. And the lead's back to 3. Free ball. Will it make it across? It will. Got it to the tape, and that time it fell in the favor of the Irish. And now they have adjusted the score to where it should be. That was where I had it a moment ago. They forgot to put a point up on the scoreboard. So it was correct when I adjusted it to match the scoreboard. Now they've got it back to where it's supposed to be. So it's 14-13. Here's an underhand service. Here's a touch on 2. Markham back up front. They're going to get 2 players that hit the ball. Markham and King. And the point goes to Rose Hill. So the disparity was back at the 12-11 spot. And the scoreboard operator had missed a point. There's a big swing on the back row, and that one's out of bounds. It's 15-14. Isabella Hensley on the attack error. So Jocelyn King comes back on. Boyd County's in the house. We'll have them up next with the winner of this game. Here's Deerfield on a push. King near sideline, a free ball over by Roark. Evans. Justice down the pipe, coming forward on a nice save by King. Here's Markham. Free ball lifted over. Kreibel back row. Near side attack. Back to Deerfield. A dig there by King. Markham wants to go with a big swing. Free ball sent over by Newell. Great volley here between the two. Here's Emma Markham. Kreibel out of the lot pipe. Free ball by Justice deep. Kreibel another receive. Up front Markham. And then a big swing there by Elise Markham. And we're even at 15. Put it on the tape on the back line. And Paul Lewis points downward. Did it get the camera? It tried. So the Holy Family fiery here to start this one in set number 2. And can't back up the energy from that last one as we'll get a service error. 16-15 now. And then a service error by Rose Hill evens it at 16 apiece. But thanks to our sponsor tonight, Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potty, Stoltz Pharmacy, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Border Sporting Goods, and Ashland Community and Technical College. All tied at 16. Rose Hill leading the match 1-0. And a point goes across for the Royals, and they lead at 17-16. Lake and Deerfield fires this one into the net. So a service error. And Hannah Kreibel will go to the service line, the libero. Back on is Wilson. Out goes Ariana King. Deep service, Evans. Here's Justice on the far side. And goes cross court with the attack and the point. 18-17 now, Royals. And Avery Newell. Drop it in for the ace. 19-17. And that one's out of bounds. Caught that one off the... She was trying to go back to that same spot and drop that one out of bounds right next to our official. So Emma Markham, the 7th grader. Back to work. Left-handed swing. Good service there. Here's Justice. Touches it across. Nice diving save by Gibbs. Here's Wilson. They'll go back to Justice on the far side. A big swing and a block at the net. We're even at 19. Give Mina Roark a partial credit of the block there with the net helping out. Back service received by Deerfield. Here's Justice with a big swing. Gibbs comes near side. Evans touches it across and gets that one in for the point. Side out Rose Hill. They lead at 20-19. Hensley. Kreibel back up at the net. Evans pushes it down off the rafters. Justice with the receive, and they're going to say the ball was out of bounds when it came back down, or so 21-19. Roark punches it across. Free ball lifted over by Hensley. Kribel out of the back row. Wilson at the net. Justice. Here's Gibbs. And then Roark couldn't make the connection, and Rose Hill's opened up a little bit of a margin here, 22-19, and a timeout requested. We'll go ahead and stay right here. Set one was taken by Rose Hill, as it was a great match back and forth early on. Rose Hill opened up a 4-0 lead. Holy Family came back and took an 8-7 lead in that one. We volleyed back and forth for position until Rose Hill regained the lead at 14-13, and they kept it the rest of the way. Outscored Holy Family 12-3 down the set, and a service ace by Reagan Evans closed the set out, and they took a one game to none lead with a 25-16 number in set number one. Set two has been nothing like set one. We have gone back and forth through this entire thing. Neither team has really opened up much of a lead until now, in which Rose Hill has a 3-point lead, 22-19. So out of the timeout, 3 points needed by the Royals to close out set number two. And back underway we go. Here's Wilson. Far side, Justice with a big swing and a bounce. Had it on the pin, just couldn't find it down on that back line. So Mina Rourke, the senior, the lone senior for the Irish. Nice serve, lofted back across. Markham comes near side and trying to just pop it right back down at the net, but it's wide and it's out of bounds. So 2-point away from a set win, and Abigail Justice. That one's out of bounds. So back and forth on the errors there on the last 2 points. And Greenlee Wilson coming at you on your screen with the overhand service. Here's Evans going cross court. Evans pounds it back down. King from the back row. There's Hensley. A touch up front, Stanley. Hensley with a push. Roark. Gibbs up front on two. We'll take it back out now to Deerfield. And she'll pick up the point. And it's set point for Rose Hill in set two. Right comes out, in is Newell. And Reagan Evans, the senior, back for the service. Good service by her. Markham up front and gets it in. Elise Markham still set point, but Holy Family serving. Jocelyn King will go back to the service line. Good angle there coming right at you on your screen. Good service on the far sideline. Newell leaves it at the net. Hensley will push it across. Diving save off the rafters. And that's out of bounds. And the point goes to Rose Hill, and they lead this one 2-0. Back for set three when we continue after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
2-0 lead favoring Rose Hill. You can see that up in the top left hand of your screen here on Holy Family. Here in the opening round of the 64th District Volleyball Tournament here at Holy Family. James Carey, happy to have you along with us here tonight. On the Cool Hits Sports Network, our crew this evening. Olivia Porter taking care of the executive producer roles. Brooklyn Kersey working on camera tonight and doing a fabulous job throughout. Winner of this one gets Boyd County tonight at 7:30. That game can be found right here on Cool TV. Back here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Ashland and Fairview. And then the championship game Thursday night, also at 7 o'clock, as they'll crown the champion of the 64th District. Next week, the volleyball regional tournament over at Ashland. We're certainly looking forward to bringing you coverage on that event as well. Holy Family on your right, Rose Hill on your left, both wearing the blue jersey tonight. Jocelyn King will put it in the air and set threes underway. And Evans puts it down for the point. And Rose Hill sides out and takes a 1-0 lead. So Isabella Hensley with the service work. Kreibel lobs it across, the libero wearing that white jersey. Evans on a free ball. Roark up front. Gibbs touches it across on 2, and then Wright and Hensley get tangled up at the net, and we're even at 1. Elise Markham coming on, replacing Alex Listerman. And a timeout requested for Rose Hill. We'll go ahead and stay right here. Big thanks to our sponsors for tonight's game. Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stultz Pharmacy, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Borders Sporting Goods, and Ashland Community and Technical College. Happen to be following along with us tonight on the Cool Hits Sports Network on Cool TV. Haven't hit that subscriber button. Hit that subscriber button anytime we post new material. You'll get an alert. We'll get you up to date with the latest of everything that's going on with all the sports we've got here in the local area. So off we go, back with a service error, and Rose Hill grabs a 2-1 lead. So Justice with the service, that's an ace. Kreibel was coming forward on it, and she misplayed it. So a 3-1 lead now for Rose Hill. Near side, Markham pushes it right back across. Hensley with the receive. She'll pop it across. Diving save off the rafters. And if it touches the rafters, it is out of bounds. Don't get to play it free from the rafters. If it touches the backboards of the basketball goals, that one is good. But on the roof and the rafters, no go. Here's Gibbs. Markham touches it across. And that one's out of bounds. So Elise Markham picks up the point. And it's 4-2. This game stays on time and pace. We'll break and come back at 7:20 for the call of game number 2 tonight. Winner of this game and Boyd County, and a nice diving save there by Jocelyn King as she launches across and puts it in that far back corner. Point Holy Family, and it's down to 1. Boyd County, the class of the 16th region, setting in the green room, if you will, setting off to my right, ready to go. Waiting for the opponent that they will face as they'll get the winner of this one. And right now, Rose Hill in control, leading the match 2-0. That's the score you see in the top left hand of your screen there. Here's Kreibel, tried to turn it back into the center of the court, and she can't handle it. And the point goes down for Rose Hill. They lead at 6-3 here in set number 3. Kreibel steps up and misplays this one. It goes off of her face. It's an ace by Evans, and it's a 4-point lead. Back-to-back aces for Evans, and a timeout requested by by Holy Family. So again, previewing the evening, 7:30 scheduled first serve for Boyd County and this one. Looking at Boyd County on the season, 31-4. Their lone losses this year, down in Tennessee, 2 of those. They fell to Station Camp out of Gallatin, Tennessee, this was down in Lexington Lafayette, in the Thoroughbred Smash. It was a team out of Tennessee, Station Camp and Bowling Green. They lost to South Warren at Apollo in the Apollo Summer Slam after opening up a 5-game winning streak, and then lost to Paintsville in a crazy match on October 3rd in which they were in set 3. Taylor Bartram was injured diving into the stands after a loose ball. She did not return, and they forfeited the match at that point. Since then, they've won 5 straight over Russell, Letcher County Central, Somerset, Corbin, and Whitley County. And they come into this one as obviously the odds-on favorite for the region. So out of the timeout. There's a ball across the tape by the near side, King. And it's down to 4. Maya Gibbs will go back to the line. Back in is Emma Markham. She'll replace Jocelyn King. Off comes Evans, and into the game is Kaylee Smith. Back row, Justice. They'll leave it to Justice. She'll touch it across. And here's Markham down the center, and she can't put it down into the net. 9-4 Rose Hill. High arcing serve. There's Kreibel with a big dig out of the back row. Justice going backward. They'll take it far side to Deerfield. She'll lob it across. Here's Markham down the center, Newell pushes it over. Here's Kreibel. And a diving save, not good enough. And the point goes down for Holy Family. 9-5, they trail it here in set 3. And the 7th grader, Elise Markham, sends that one way too deep. So the service error gives the point to Holy Family. Markham will check out. Back on for the Irish is Alex Listerman. And back for the service is Lakin Deerfield. Roark near side. Deerfield out of the back row. Here's Justice on the far side pin. Gibbs pushes it up front. Roark will touch it across. Hensley, Newell. Kreibel with a dig out of the back row. Rosehill scrambling. Justice with a nice play up front. Justice wants it on the far side pin. She gets it and puts it down for the point. She was calling for it and she got it in system. 11-5, leads out to 6. Roark. King touches it across. Cross-court attack by Hensley, and she finds the line for the point. 12-5, leads at 7 now for Rose Hill, trying to close this out in straight sets. The 5th time they've met this season. All of them being three straight winners. Here's Justice on that far side of pin. This one's wide as she comes cross court, and it's out of bounds. So 12-6 here in set 3. Newell up front. Wright will lift it across. Here's Roark. Markham. Nice attack there as she found an option to the opposite edge. Wright can't handle it, and the point will go in for Holy Family. 12-7, they trail it here in set 3. And then King with a miss hit on the serve. Side out Rose Hill, and they lead at 13-7. Here comes Evans back on as she'll replace Kaylee Smith, and she'll go back to that front row. Avery Newell to the far side, off the tape, and tumbles in for the ace. There's not a whole lot you can do when you have a ball that does that. You play it where you think it's going, and it catches the tape. It just slams on the brakes. Here's Kreibel backpedaling. Roark lifts it over, and that one's going deep and out of bounds. And the lead's 8. 15-7, Rose Hill rolling here in set 3. And then a service error. Back in Jocelyn King. She'll go to the row, or the service line, for the service. Trying to serve the Irish back into this match. Good service by her. Here's Justice with a big swing. It's dug out by King on the back row. Hensley touches it up at the net. No one can get there. (15-9). We'll come back to Hensley. There's Gibbs. Roark lofts it across backward. Near side, Justice with a big swing, but she goes into the face of the net. Leads down to 5. They got her in system where she wanted it. She just couldn't put it down. Deep service. Here's Evans. And then she gets it in as there was some miscommunication there. These two players were converging in the same area, and neither could come up with the spot for the ball. So here's Isabella Hensley. Kreibel. Big swing there, but it's out of bounds by Mina Rourke, and it's 17-10. Nice dig by Rourke up front. Joust at the net, and it's picked up and pushed back across. No, they'll get Evans into the net. So point, Holy Family. At least Markham back in. Jocelyn King. Now check it, they've changed the rotation on that one. I can't see the players' numbers. They're up against the wall over here in front of us. So 18-11. Abigail Justice will serve it first. And a dart as she just touched the tape as it went across for the ace. 19-11. And Kreibel can't handle this when it's back-to-back aces. And it's out to 9. And a timeout requested by Holy Family. Again, a big thanks to all of our sponsors for the event all week long here at Holy Family School. Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Border Sporting Goods, and Ashland Community and Technical College. Peeking ahead at tomorrow night's matchup with Fairview and Ashland. Ashland on the season 28-7, Fairview 26-8. That one should be an absolute dandy. Fairview beat Ashland back on September 6th, 3-1. Defeated Ashland in the Ashland Invitational on October 1st, 2-0. That was in a tournament. And then the second district match, they fell in 5 sets, 3-2. So it should be a dandy when those two hook up. That one will be back here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. You can catch all the action right here on Cool TV. So Abigail Justice back for the service work for Rose Hill, trying to close it out here in straight sets. And now Reagan Evans wants to go over and have a word with Charlie Baker. So Justice waiting to go, and here we go. Kreibel comes forward. Free ball poked over. Back row King. And they can't control it up front, and the lead's out to 10, the largest in the match. 21-11 now. Good service there by Justice. King fires it back over. Ball touched at the net. Evans wants it back. King out of the back row, and that one's going toward the far sideline as Kreibel chases it down and can't get home. So it's an 11-point lead, 3 points from closing out the match now for Rose Hill. Good service there by Justice. King up front. Gibbs touches across. Evans with a nice save. Here's Markham with a big swing. Dug out back row Justice. Near side Deerfield. Kreibel scrambling, gets it airborne. Rose Hill touches it across. Here's Justice down the pipe. Roark lofts it back across. That's out of bounds, and it's 23-11. Good service there. Into the stands it goes for the ace. It's her third ace in this service, and it's match point for Rose Hill, 24-11. Roark lofts it over. It's out of bounds, and that's your match. 3-0. Rose Hill advances into the second matchup this evening. They will play Boyd County at 7:30. We'll take a break, post-game show for a quick wrap-up when we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're in need of a new or used Chrysler, Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, or Jeep, the best place to go is Pure Country Automotive in Grayson and Ashland. Pure Country Automotive has something for everyone and every budget. Their goal is to help people all over the tri-state area find the vehicles they will be able to enjoy for years to come. And the folks at Pure Country Automotive will make sure you have a great customer service experience. New or used, you'll find what you need at Pure Country Automotive, C.W. Stevens Boulevard in Grayson and US 60 in Ashland.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
You've thought for a long time about keeping your firearms and valuables safe and out of harm's way. Borders Sporting Goods has the area's greatest selection of Liberty safes and a wide range of sizes, styles, and colors. And Borders also has the Tri-State's best and most complete selection of firearms, hunting supplies, fishing supplies, archery supplies, knives, camo, and boots. From the smallest fishing hook to the largest Liberty safe, the best brands, the best selection, and the best prices in the Tri-State are at Borders Sporting Goods, Route 60 West in Ashland, where your money will be well spent.
So the opening game of the 64th District Tournament goes to Rose Hill. They win it in straight sets tonight as they defeat Holy Family in what was a very entertaining battle through the first two sets. They won set 1 25-16 after following back and forth. Set two was a barn burner as Rose Hill hung on to win that one 25-22. And then they roll in set three, 25-11. So that sets up Rose Hill and the top-seeded Boyd County Lions. That game will start in approximately 37 minutes. So let's see, that puts us roughly at about 7:44. That means we'll join you at 7:34 for pregame action right here on Cool TV and the Cool Hit Sports Network. So we'll take a break. We'll have a new link for the next game. So again, if you've not followed along with us on Cool TV over on YouTube, just click that subscribe button. And you can follow along with all the action all week long right here from Holy Family in the 64th District Tournament. But for now, we'll pause, and we'll be back in about 30 minutes as we'll have the call for Boyd County and Rose Hill on Cool TV. For Olivia Porter and Brooklyn Kersey, I get those two confused all the time. I'm James Carter. We'll be back in just a little bit here on Cool TV.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky. I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're in need of a new or used Chrysler, Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, or Jeep, the best place to go is Pure Country Automotive in Grayson and Ashland. Pure Country Automotive has something for everyone and every budget. Their goal is to help people all over the tri-state area find the vehicles they will be able to enjoy for years to come. And the folks at Pure Country Automotive will make sure you have a great customer service experience. New or used, you'll find what you need at Pure Country Automotive, C.W. Stevens Boulevard in Grayson and US 60 in Ashland.
doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/find your career.
You've thought for a long time about keeping your firearms and valuables safe and out of harm's way. Borders Sporting Goods has the area's greatest selection of Liberty safes and a wide range of sizes, styles, and colors. And Borders also has the Tri-State's best and most complete selection of firearms, hunting supplies, fishing supplies, archery supplies, knives, camo, and boots. From the smallest fishing hook to the largest Liberty safe, the best brands, the best selection, and the best prices in the Tri-State are at Borders Sporting Goods, Route 60 West in Ashland, where your money will be well spent.
Thank you for watching the 64th District Volleyball Tournament live from Holy Family School in Ashland, Kentucky. Tonight's game has been brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Borders Sporting Goods, and Ashland Community and Technical College. This has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV.